I'm Saturday hauling for you guys today. I missed last Saturday. Life sort of just happened. So I purchased the Gingerbread eyeshadow palette, Gingerbread Spice eyeshadow palette from Too Faced, which is on my eyes right now. And I did a separate video on that because I posted a picture on Instagram and people wanted to see like a review swatch type video. I'm gonna hope to have that video up on Monday. That's my plan. We'll see how it goes. This is what she looks like right here. Again, this is what I have on my eyes today. Just a little mini review. It's pretty nice. Next up, I saw that Bite Beauty had a few of their little travel style lip kits, so I bought the Sweet Treats Holiday Hangover Agave Lip Care Set, and it comes in this little jar. I have got a little one of these that I carry around in my purse and use quite often. It's the agave lip mask, the original one, and this one here, there's two options. You can get the champagne or the lavender, I believe, and this one's got the lavender in it. It's got a slightly purple tint, but I just like these type of products and they smell really nice. I do feel like the balm is a little stiff, but once you get it on the lips, it's really nice. So it comes with a mini one of these, which I always like to carry some type of lip balm in my pocket. And then there's a one time, or I suppose you could probably get a few times out of it, the agave sugar lip scrub that are in there, and I think that was like 12 bucks. Then Cover FX came out with the new line of concealers, and they're the Power Play concealers. It comes in a square tube. There is 0.33 fluid ounces of product in here, which is a pretty decent amount. I got the shade in P Light 1, and I've got it on my eyes today. On my skin tone, it's more of a neutral undertone. I would like it to be just ever so slightly more pink, but the formula of this is amazing. I'm hoping that if I make it in the store and they have the line, I can swatch them and I'll find a shade that does have a little bit more of a pink undertone. But I believe the P light, or the P line of them, it means the kind of cooler undertone. In any event, this color, the formula is super nice. It blends out really well, has great pigmentation, and it doesn't make my under eyes look dry or anything. I'm really impressed with this concealer. It's got like this super large little chubby ball on the end of it. So I'm just gonna put a dot, just a dot there, and watch how far this will travel. So like, I just do like deet deet, and that's it under each eye. But the only thing about the shade is I wish it was just a tiny bit more pink, but the formula of this is beautiful. It feels nice, it covers nice, it's a nice one for underneath the eyes. So that is the Cover FX Power Play Concealer, and again, I've got the shade P Light 1. And then Nars recently revamped their eyeshadow line. I've seen that they've got some eyeshadow quads and then also a bunch of singles. I haven't been able to see them in person, so I just ordered this one shade online, and it's the Nars Hardwired eyeshadow in the shade Chill or Chile. C-H-I-L-E. And their new packaging, in my opinion, is awesome. It's a little bit bigger than the other singles, and I believe there's less product in here. 0.04 ounces in this shade, and the older Nars eyeshadows are 0.07 ounces. And I think this was, I don't remember what I paid for it, what, $22 or something? But so you're getting less product, and I can't remember off the top of my head what these older ones costed or not. But what I really like about these is the bottom, you can see there's a little dent right there. You just push up on it and the eyeshadow pops out of the compact like that. And then the sticker stays on there so you can see what the shade names is, which makes it really easy to depot and put them in magnetic palettes. I really like that they did this. I feel like anybody who does single eyeshadows needs to take note. So anyway, the shade I got is called Chile or Chill. And it's this purple glittery type of gray shade. I feel like it's really unique. I use it packed on the lid. I've used it a couple times like that. If you really buff it out, it turns more gray. So I typically kind of like it just packed on the lid. But it's a really unique color. And there are micro glitters in it. But that's Nars' Hardwired eyeshadow in Chill. Or Chili. I couldn't wait to get my hands on these next products. When I saw the pictures on Instagram, I was just like, I need that yesterday. And these are the new products by Fenty Beauty. I got the Diamond Balm All Over Diamond Veil, and this outside packaging is gorgeous. It's one that I'm gonna have a hard time throwing this box away. And then the other one is the Diamond Milk Gloss Balm. I never did purchase her original gloss balm. I'm not a huge gloss wearer. I know that this has got some hydrating ingredients though, so I like that aspect of it. And so I was kind of waiting until she came out with more shades. And this one here, the whole diamond shiny glitter type thing just always draws me in, especially around like holiday time. So I did go ahead and purchase my first gloss bomb in Diamond Milk. So let's swatch these guys. So here is the How Many Carats All Over Diamond Veil. The packaging is really stunning. This has got one of those spongy type textures to it. I've used like a brush on it, and the pigment that was on my brush already, like my highlighter brush that might have picked up a little bit of powder foundation, kind of glazed over the top of it. So what I found the best way to use this is with my finger. And I've got this on today over one of the Ofra highlighters. And I just take my finger, I'll put some more on. It's got micro glitters in it. If you don't like micro glitters, you're definitely not going to like this. There it is on my finger. I just go like this right here, and it comes off on my cheeks really, really nice. It works better using my finger than a brush, and it doesn't move the product underneath while using my finger, which is one of the problems I kind of have sometimes with products like this or cream products. I can't use my finger because it moves my foundation. This one doesn't, but I think it looks really pretty. I better put some on the other side. Even it up. I do find that throughout the day these little sparkles kind of end up in all kinds of different random places on my face, which I really don't mind it. I think that they're the really pretty type of super fine micro glitters, not like the annoying kind. If that makes any sense, I don't mind it. I know that some people really do not like that though, so that's something to make note of. I actually like this so much that I wanted to get another one of the Killawatt highlighters that was only available on the Fenty website, and I wanted free shipping, so I did go ahead and order a backup of this. I've been using it pretty consistently since I've gotten it, so I did buy a backup because I wanted this next product, which is the Killawatt Freestyle highlighter in Diamond Ball Out. And 100% of the sales go to the Clara Lionel Foundation, which is a nonprofit founded by Rihanna to support and fund children's education, health, and emergency response programs around the world. 100%. I was living for that. I was like, that's awesome. So I wanted to get the highlighter because it looks really pretty, and I also wanted to kind of support. So let's swatch this guy. This for me is going to be more like a eyeshadow. Probably the times that I use it, I'm going to be using it as an eyeshadow because it's an extremely pigmented silver diamond sparkly powder product with a really strong gray undertone. So like boom. On me, it would be just a gray silver streak. So that's Diamond Ball Out. I will use it as an eyeshadow on the lid, however. Super pigmented. Should we buff it out? This is it buffed out. And then there is the packaging right there. And then let me go ahead and swatch Diamond Milk Gloss Bomb, which is just a clear type of a gloss with some pretty diamond silver sparkles in it. And this has got a sweet smell to it. So there it is right there. It's not sticky. It reminds me of like a gloss mixed with kind of a lip oil-ish. And then I placed an order on the Too Faced website because I had to have this and I hadn't seen it available or that it was going to be available anywhere else. So I went ahead and placed the order, and I got a few other things because I wanted free shipping. It's the Too Faced Pretty Puppy limited edition eyeshadow palette, and this has got Clover, which is like the little mascot dog from Too Faced, the owner. This has got 2 eyeshadows that are 0.04 ounces, 2 that are 0.05, and 2 that are 0.06. But this is why I had to have it. It is because it's so cute. The shades that are inside of here are really classic Too Faced eyeshadows. I feel like we may have seen this in just about every other eyeshadow palette. But I did go ahead and purchase it anyway. The top 3 shades are matte, and then this guy right here has got a matte base with some micro glitters in it, but it's basically a matte eyeshadow, and then these 2 right here are more like metallics. So let me give you some swatches of it. I just thought it was super cute. I've been collecting Too Faced for so long. It was just one of those things where I was like, I need to have that in my collection. So I did. Look at these guys. And this does smell pretty strongly of vanilla as well. This shade is really dry feeling. But so those are the swatches for the little clover palette. And then also with that order, I got one of their new shades of Peach Kiss Moisture Matte Longwear Lipstick, and this is the shade Peach Beach, infused with peach and sweet fig milk. I wasn't crazy. I have one other shade of this lipstick, and I just wasn't nuts about the shade, so I don't wear it very often, so I was happy they came out with other shades. The packaging on this is ever so slightly different. The other ones have a little peach right here, and I think it was Tatcha, that the brand Tatcha, that did like a lip product that they kind of had a beef with Too Faced, so they did remove the little peach around the edge of it. It's got a peach right there. So this is Peach Beach, and these smell like peaches. It's a little bit darker coral shade than I thought it was going to be, but it's still really, really pretty nonetheless. This would have been a good one at the start of summer. And then I also got this Peach Lip Balm Mega Moisture Lip Balm, 0.51 fluid ounces. Too Faced packaging. What can I say? It's got the peach on the top, and it's just a tub of lip balm. I have worn it, and it's a nice lip balm. It's not one that I would probably use overnight, because I'm stuck on my Paula's Choice. That gives the most hydration for my lips for overnight time. But throughout the day, or whenever my lips feel dry during the daytime, I'll grab for this guy. Smells like peaches, of course. Then also from Sephora, I got this Clinique Get Cheeky blush palette. It's got 3 of the little flower blushes in there. I've got all of the shades of this formula of Clinique blush that has these little flowers in there. These are like full sizes as well, and I love them. It's that baked jelly type texture. You do need to use a bit stiffer brush on these ones, because these ones feel like they're extra baked. But I really like this formula of blush from Clinique. Like I said, I've got all of the shades. These ones here don't have shade names, but these are the shades I pulled from my collection that they resemble the most. You've got Nude Pop over here, Black Honey Pop in the middle, and then on the other side, Pink Honey Pop over here. They're not exact, but they're pretty close. I'm going to go ahead and swatch the palette for you guys though. The packaging, I will say, is very cheap feeling, but the products inside are what I like. The center shade is loose in the packaging. So those are the 3 shades. This one here on a bit deeper complexion might just be more like a highlighter actually. Then I also purchased one of the new Marc Jacobs Highliner Gel Crayons, and this is the new glitter ones. I was a little nervous about it because I typically wear these on my waterline because they wear really, really well on the waterline. They like discontinued. I can't find one of my favorite shades was Introvert, and they don't sell it anymore, like at least not on Sephora. Maybe I should check the Marc Jacobs website, but it was a green, a little bit more of a tealy green than the one that I'm wearing right now, which is a Givenchy liner. But I really like to wear these liners on the waterline because of how well they wear. After quite a few hours though, because they almost set into like a stiffer texture, a little bit of particles can kind of flake into my eye. And it doesn't seem to be every single shade, but some of the shades have done that to me. Recently I purchased a newer Odyssey not that long back, and it felt a lot creamier than the first ones that came out, which my first ones dried out really quickly. Anyway, this one's got glitter particles, so I was nervous about using it on the waterline, but I have worn it, and it wears very similar to the other highliner gel crayons that I have. So I'm real tempted to get like that burgundy shade. I don't know if it'll either make my green eyes look even more green and kind of pop, or either for me it will make my eyes look a little bloodshot. I don't know. I really want to try it though, but this guy's a really good one. So this is the shade Gemstoned right here. Oh, you know who I think it was? I think it was Samantha Ravindal. I think that's who I saw put this on her waterline. I was like, yeah, I need that. So that is the shade Gemstoned, and it's got like light little silvery green micro glitters in it. I was nervous about those micro glitters, but they did not like flake into my eye. They just wore like a typical highliner gel crayon does for me. And I'm going to swatch it next to Odyssey from the regular line so you guys can see the difference in colors. Odyssey's just a bit brighter, a little more blue, and this one's a little more green and darker. And then I had gotten home one day and there was a box sitting outside my door, and I was like, ooh, what's this? And here I opened it up, and I had no idea that this palette was even coming out. I had seen no sneak peeks, no nothing on Instagram, and so I was so surprised and super excited. But Charlotte Tilbury sent me this in PR. It's the Stars in Your Eyes palette 4 mood enhancing eye looks to inspire love, power, happiness, and confidence. Total amount of product in here is 0.31 ounces. Packaging on this is super pretty. It's kind of got like infused like glitters inside of it. And then here is the back. And when I had posted a picture on this on Instagram, a lot of people wanted to know what it was like compared to her Instant Eye palette. This is the first large palette that she came out with. And I was not crazy about this palette. This has got like it's got a different kind of smell to it. Almost smells like, it reminds me of those By Terry eyeshadow palettes that I had. I got okay looks out of this palette, but I felt like for the amount of money that I spent on it, I expected more. So I was really interested when I got this guy. The shadows in this one do not smell like the shadows in the other Instant Eye palette. I'm happy to say that the looks come out really, really pretty. The formula is different. It feels much different to me in this palette than it does in the first palette, and hopefully that you can kind of see that in the swatches. And I've worn this a few times so far. You've got 2 shades with micro glitter in them. It would be these 2 shades, this guy and then this guy right here. I don't use them kind of in the little 3s. I just mix them all together. The matte eyeshadows, you've got 1, 2, you've got 3, 4, and 5. So I just did the math, and these are 0.026 about ounces per shade, which is in the smaller end of the spectrum in terms of the amount of product that you're getting per shade compared to some other palettes. But let me give you guys some swatches of these. The mattes are really, really soft. Oh, shoot. The shimmers are really pretty. And everything in here, I feel like, while there are some, you know, purpley shades and stuff, I feel like everything's very, very wearable and very user-friendly. I didn't even know. I was just surprised because I didn't even know this palette was like coming out, or like it was a thing. And these 3. And then these last ones. So there are the swatches. I definitely prefer this one quite a bit more over the other one. The formula is beautiful. Whoa, there you go. Here is a side-by-side. You've got the new one on top and then the older Instant Eye palette on the bottom, so you guys can kind of see the shades. The formula on the new one is different, and I like it more than the one on the bottom. And a big thank you to Charlotte Tilbury for sending this over. And then lastly here, I purchased 3 items from the new Colourpop collection that came out. I don't remember the name of the collection, but I purchased the 2 palettes and then one of the lipsticks. I think the Colourpop lipsticks are really nice and affordable, and they come in super cute packaging with little stars on it. I got the shade Electric Feel, and it's a matte. It's kind of just a warm matte lipstick. So that is the shade Electric Feel. Then I purchased the Crush on You Super Shock highlighter palette, and I didn't even read that when I was ordering this. I thought this was going to be a pressed powder highlighter palette, and it's not. This is the Super Shock formula, so it's got that like squishy type of a texture to it. I like their powder ones better. I'm not a bit nuts on the Super Shock face products myself. They are pretty. I did use a few of them. I kind of use them as a base and then like put something over the top of them to really make it pop. But I was like, pay attention when you order stuff because I really thought that these were going to be powder, and then I opened it up and I was like, wait a minute. But anyway, I'm going to swatch it for you guys. So this is the Crush on You Super Shock highlighter palette. So again, these are more like a cream formula and not a powder. So I always feel that they swatch much more intensely than when you go to use them on the face. I think I just wiped out that lipstick. Yes, I did. But those are the shades. I would have preferred a powder, just saying. And then I also purchased the eyeshadow palette, which is called the Good Sport Pressed Powder Palette. And this is what the packaging looks like. All of Colourpop's palettes have removable eyeshadows. These ones are 0.04 ounces per shade, which is a pretty decent amount considering how small they are. The shades in here are awesome. I've worn this palette a few times thus far. The only thing that it doesn't have for me that I would have liked is a matte brow bone shade. So I'd bring in something like Burberry Trench or the Wet n Wild Little Brulee. But there's no matte brow bone inside of here. For matte shades, you've got Hooky, Sista, High Hopes, Reckies, or Reckless Reckies, Trooper, Trophies, and Flow. For the price tag, again, I know I say it quite often when I talk about Colourpop's eyeshadows, but you really can't beat the quality for the price that you're paying. You're getting really good quality shadows for a pretty affordable price. So let's swatch these. Super pretty. There's the first row, and then the second row. This is such a fun fall palette. It kind of gives me like Halloween vibes, man. Isn't that crazy, that pigmentation on those? And then this last row, and I just live for this EVB shade. This shiny green is so pretty. So pretty. Oh, that guy didn't swatch worth a darn, but... So, let's look at my angle it that way you can see them all in one shot. So that's the Colourpop Good Sport Pressed Powder Palette. I'm going to go ahead and slow my roll right there. I have a few other holiday sets. I'm going to try to do some videos on those too. We'll see how it goes. Also, if there are any like holiday collections you guys really want me to do a video on, let me know. And if I don't have it already, I'll try to go purchase it and possibly get it and do a video for you guys. So let me know because there's a lot of stuff coming out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to wear sunscreen and I'll see you guys later. Bye.